Ethan Cole, a 29-year-old product designer, had just finished his morning coffee and was rehearsing a pitch he believed could transform the company's aging app into a market leader. Before he could leave his desk, a calendar alert popped up. Meeting with Mr. Harris. Urgent. Inside the boardroom, James Harris, the cold, calculated CEO of Nexora Tech, barely looked up as he slid a folder across the table. "We're restructuring. Your role's been made redundant," Harris said flatly. "HR will help you with the transition." Ethan's heart sank. 10 years of dedication erased with one line. Carrying a cardboard box of memories, he stepped out into the drizzle of Manhattan's winter. Back in his small Brooklyn apartment, surrounded by unpacked boxes and echoes of regret, Ethan stared at his ceiling fan. He hadn't just lost a job, he'd lost purpose. But as the hours dragged into dawn, pain slowly hardened into determination. "I built the core of that product. I can build something better, faster, human," he said under his breath. He pulled out his old sketch pad and titled the first page, Revolt. The war had begun. Ethan canceled Netflix, sold his gaming console, and lived on ramen. He spent his days designing, nights emailing potential clients. Most ignored him. But one logistics startup replied, desperate for a better dashboard system. In 72 hours, Ethan delivered a prototype that worked smoother than anything Nexora had ever built. Word began to spread. Prompt 3, messy apartment, a focused man in hoodie coding on dual monitors, energy drink cans scattered, digital sketches glowing on a tablet nearby. 6 months later, his startup Nova Edge had 5 clients. Investors began noticing. A pitch at a local tech meetup earned him seed funding. As he exited the event hall that night, New York felt different. For the first time, it felt conquerable. With a small team of freelancers and a lot of sleepless nights, Ethan turned Nova Edge into a lean, AI-powered SaaS company focused on tools that Nexora never imagined. While Harris's company kept bleeding talent, Nova Edge quietly absorbed their clients. By the end of year 2, Ethan had offers on the table. One of them from Nexora itself. 3 years later, Ethan walked into the same boardroom where he was once dismissed. But this time, he wasn't an employee. He was the buyer. James Harris sat across the table, older, more tired, forced to accept Nova Edge's acquisition offer. Ethan's lawyers did the talking. Ethan just watched the man who once called him redundant sign away the company. On his first day as CEO of Nexora, Ethan walked through the same office that once felt cold and unreachable. He greeted employees by name, installed open communication channels, and scrapped the toxic policies. This wasn't revenge. It was evolution. Months later, Ethan stood on stage at a tech summit. "Sometimes the people who fire you are unknowingly freeing you," he told a packed hall. "My success didn't begin when I got hired. It began the day I got fired." The crowd stood in applause, not just for a CEO, but for a man who rose from the ashes.